Army Cadet 1-star training, navigation. Ispec 4, general map symbols, using collecting and catching features to aid navigation. Basic navigation revision. What is the definition of a map? A bird's eye view of an area scaled down to a manageable size. What 3 things can you do to look after your maps? Don't get it wet, use waterproof cover, fold it correctly, don't write on it directly with pen. What information is contained within the marginal information? Date, scale, key, area covered, magnetic north. How can you keep your map orientated? Keep it lined up with the ground and features around you. What is a handrail? A linear feature on the ground and on the map that can be followed. This lesson, Ispec 4, map symbols, collecting and catching features. Aim. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify and understand map symbols and use them in various ways to aid navigation. Introduction. Map symbols are small pictures or letters that represent various features on a map. These symbols are normally quite easy to recognise and avoid using lots of text. This symbol represents a car park on a map. It's easy to see and takes up a lot less room than actually writing car park onto the map. Map symbols vary for different types and scales of maps, so it's important to check the key within the marginal information of any map you use to make sure you understand what they mean. The most common maps you will be using will be 1 to 25,000 or 1 to 50,000 scale. 1 to 50,000 scale maps. The larger the number of a scale, the less detail you will see. 1 to 50,000 scale maps are good for some navigation, but as they don't show so much detail, you probably won't use them as much. Here are some map symbols you will see on 1 to 50,000 scale maps. A footbridge, electricity line, cliffs, slopes, orchard, golf course. 1 to 25,000 scale maps. The smaller the number of a scale, the more detail you will see. 1 to 25,000 scale maps are good for close navigation, such as when walking, and will be the most common scale you will use. The maps you're most likely to use are Ordnance Survey maps, which are national recreational maps, extremely accurate. 2 military maps, special maps made for military use that are similar to OS maps but have military features such as training area boundaries and range danger areas. Here are some map symbols you will see on 1 to 25,000 scale maps. Main road, minor road, footpath, coniferous trees, orchard. Here are some more 1 to 25,000 scale map symbols. Individually or in groups, see how many you can identify. You can pause the video and unpause once you've identified them. Number 1, picnic site. Number 2, historic building. Number 3, viewpoint. Number 4, nature reserve. Number 5, information point. Number 6, campsite. Number 7, bus or coach station. Number 8, place of worship with tower. Number 9, telephone. Number 10, footbridge. Number 11, historic battle site. And number 12, wind turbines. Collecting features. Map symbols can be used as collecting features when following a route. As you pass features on the ground, check them off on your map to confirm your current location. Following this short route, you will walk past a picnic site and a phone box, before taking a right fork in the track by an orchard. Seeing these things as you walk and then checking them on the map will confirm that you're on the right path. Catching features. Map symbols can also be used as catching features when following a route. A catching feature lets you know that you've gone too far along a route and have potentially missed a turn. Following the same route from before, we can now see that if we pass a campsite, we have actually missed our turn and need to retrace our steps. Walk past a picnic site, past a telephone box, and if we pass a campsite, we've gone too far. We now need to retrace our steps to find the orchard and take the correct route. When following a route, remember the following points. Orientate your map to the ground. Make sure your map matches the ground around it. Identify your main handrails to follow. Look closely at all the collecting features along your route that you can check off as you pass. Look for some catching features that are beyond where you intend to go that will tell you if you've gone too far or missed a turning. Following a route, campsite to coach station. 1. Start at the campsite. Orientate your map to the ground and stand with the orchard on your left-hand side. 2. Walk up the footpath, which is a handrail, and cross the river using the footbridge, a collecting feature. 3. Go straight ahead at the junction in the footpath, which is a collecting feature. 4. Follow the footpath, a handrail, and walk past a picnic site on your left, a collecting feature. 5. Walk past a footpath that goes off to the right and enter the car park. These are collecting features. 6. Leave the car park and walk a short distance along a minor road until you see the coach stop on your left, your destination. 7. If you cross another river and end up at a main road or place of worship with a tower, you've gone too far and have passed your destination. These are catching features and let you know that you need to go back slightly. Summary. Navigation can be made extremely simple by using handrails, collecting features and catching features, as long as you keep your map orientated and maintain your position on the map at all times. Practice and confirmation. What is a handrail? A linear feature on a map and on the ground that you can follow to aid navigation. What is a map symbol? A small picture or letters on a map that represent features on the ground. Which scale shows more detail on a map? 1 to 25,000 or 1 to 50,000? 1 to 25,000. The smaller the number, the more detail you will see. What is a collecting feature? A feature on the ground and on the map that you can check off as you pass to confirm your location. What is a catching feature? A feature on the ground and on the map that tells you if you've gone too far along a handrail or passed a turn. Now get outside, put all you've learned into practice.